Today we're looking at the Hacienda del Alamo Golf Resort, built back in 2004, 18-hole golf course, designed by Dave Thomas. That was finished in 2006, so it's a fully well-established complex itself. As you probably noticed there, you've got 24-hour surveillance security, so it's gated. So we're going to go in a moment. I'm going to show you a couple of places. Now, just before I get on showing you what's in the complex itself, just over there is the RM2. The other side of that is the Hacienda del Alamo, which is the nearest town. Now, the airport, can you believe, it's only 10 kilometres away. So you're probably talking about 10 minutes, 15 minutes at the most. That's the Murcia International Airport. Also, the Alicante Airport can be just over an hour's drive from here. So, well established. Now, what I'm going to say straight away, guys, it's January. January 2024. It's winter time, so what you're going to find, the complex is probably going to be a little bit quiet. Now I'm going to come back again in July to see hopefully a lot more people about, but I'm sure we're going to see some people today, especially on the golf course. Anyway, should we just get on with it?
Hello. Going up to the golf course. There she is. Show you first, as you drive in, you've got this lovely sort of entrance, all these palms. You can't see it, but on your right now is called the Olivos. Now, as far as I know, it's a holiday apartments. So we're going to have a quick look there.
So I've just driven into the first part, which is the Olivos. There's a little map here as well, which is pretty handy. This is the whole complex. So we're here at the moment. Lots to see, guys. Here's the whole golf course. You can see it's pretty big. And obviously this is the Olivos complex itself. You can see that these are all communal pools. So there's plenty of pools there. Looking at that, looks like you've got 8 communal pools. So we're here. What we're going to do, we're going to go into this way. And yeah, I'll let you see what's on offer. Okay. So I'm at sort of the top end of the complex, and as you can see, we've got a couple of pools. The gardens are well kept, tidy. I can't see anybody out on their balconies, but I can see a couple of places actually open. But I'm just going to show you, lovely and clear. These look like dip pools, nice and clear water. Obviously with all these complexes, these pools are well looked after, and you can see the gardens are well kept as well. You've got the usual thing, the rules about using a swimming pool, especially when you've got kids here and that, but you can see a few more further on down. But can you hear it? Lovely and quiet, isn't it, eh? So I'm at the sports club facilities now. So you can see there's a play area there. I think they're called paddle courts over there. You've got like a walking football thing. This is the bowls. I think the lawn bowls. I haven't got it written down, have I? The bowls thing, so that's good to see. Nobody at the moment, but I noticed there's like a restaurant place just over there called the new sports bar. So there's people sat outside. And over here you've got some tennis courts. So I'm just going to show you a little bit more of it. So it's called the Hacienda del Alamo Sports Club. It has got a bar, I've just shown you. It's got toilet facilities there. People just having a snack. I don't know what's going on with the football pitch. It's a full-size football pitch, but it's just been left for some reason. Hopefully they get that resolved. Anyway, we're going to move on up. So we're at the next part. We're at the multi-purpose area. So we're just here now. So we moved up from the sports area. We're here now. We're going to be moving on further up. But at the moment, it's called the multi-purpose area. This is the complex itself. You've got an estate agent there. You've got a few offices here. It's like a courtyard. You've got Harvey's bar there. This big bit here is the Spaniard, which is not open anymore now. Anyway, so we're going to have a look. What I will mention, guys, it's got a cash machine, which is handy to know, which is just there. Now this place was a lovely place. It was called the Spaniard. It had upstairs and downstairs. Unfortunately, at the moment it's shut. I suppose it's up for sale, really. Anyway, we're going to go through. It's like a courtyard place. I've been here a few times. I'm not really sure how many places, but I think there's a new bar called Harvey's Bar, which we're going to check out. Hopefully it's open. The thing I found in Spain is timings. Mondays is obviously, today's Monday, and it's always a bad time to go visiting on a Monday, but we'll see if it's open. I can see a complex down there. I've got a legal firm there. So there it is, the old Spaniard Inn. Obviously a lovely place when it was open, but obviously it's good to see that some of the units are open. Now I believe Harvey's is just down this corridor here. I'll just turn around quickly, but you've got the sun in my face at the moment. But anyway, we'll walk down here. Now obviously we just come out of the Christmas mode, New Year, so it's always not always known if they're going to be open or not. I'm hoping they're open. It's good to see new places opened up, and looking at it, it's not open. So we're moving up the map now. So we're here now. Now they call this the Academy of Golf, or the Golf Academy. I'm not really sure what it's all about, but I notice there's a green up there. I think it's probably for a trying out before you go on to the big course itself. This is the practice area, which we're going to be walking down to in a moment. We've got the chipping green, the putting green. So these two here, I do understand. I can see somebody over there already, which is good. And then down further, we're not going to go down to this part. We're just going to have a look at this area here, and just check out the chipping green, the putting green, and obviously this practice area, if there's anybody about, it will not causing a problem. And then eventually we're going to move, so we'll be halfway. We're going to check out the golf club and the hotel, but first we're going to check out the academy. So you can see straight away, toilets down there. It's got bar, coffee shop. I don't think it's open, but obviously got a drinks machine there, which is good. We'll just have a walk about. No, there's no No coffee bar that I can see. You get your golf balls over here. Something else handy to know, the practice ball machine. So you put your money in there, not really sure how much money you would put in there. And you've got your baskets just down here. Balls come out the bottom there. Very high tech. So not knowing nothing about golf, you've got these range markers and nets. So I take it this is probably checking out where you whack the golf ball. Obviously not the term, but you can see the distances. The short one right up to 250, which is obviously right down the bottom there. I did see some guys down there. I don't want to interrupt people because you know, they're probably on a golfing holiday maybe. That's what tends to happen. I did see a couple of people actually, looks like they got some like golf trainer, because I would imagine this is the place you would come to first before you go on to the main 18-hole golf course. But you can tell me below in the video if I'm wrong. What you will notice, because we're coming up to the sort of living areas now, what I call the housing estates, which is just on the edge of this practice green here. Right, so let's carry on. Now notice here there's another board. So it's got U Golf Academy by Thomas Johnson. Okay, you've got some rules there, especially dress code, no denims, football shirts, training pants, swimwear, what you're allowed to wear obviously, and compulsory, soft spikes, 1 player per golf bag, golf shoes only, 2 players per golf buggy. So there you are, you know the rules. So we arrived at the clubhouse, which is obviously the golf clubhouse. It's a mouthful, isn't it? Loads of cars here, so that's obviously good sign, isn't it? Obviously very popular. So we're going to go in and have a look because it says open to the public. And next door, before we forget, is the hotel, which we look in a moment. So I've never been into the clubhouse. Every time I've come here, when I first come here in 2016, it wasn't even open, but now it is. I presume, looking at that, that's the golf shop. I think that's a good safe bet. I'm just looking around really. It's very, there's the main part, obviously the coffee part. So I might have a cup of coffee, maybe not because I've got lots to do today. But anyway, you can see what it looks like. I think the main thing is that you can sit out there in the sun. Let's see if we can do that. Maybe not there. And oh, not forgetting, don't bring your golf buggy in and don't bring your pet in. So let's have a explore outside. We got the restaurant part I can just see just over there, which is nice. Okay, so we're just going to have a quick look. I mean, also we can have a view of the golf course, which I presume, as you can see, anyway, it's straight over there, isn't it? So you've got a nice view looking down the course. There's a few people out there in the sun. So yeah, what a nice place to sit out and have a cup of coffee and view the course. So we've arrived here now, We're nearly there. We've got just this area here to cover. So we've just looked at the golf club, and now we're going to have a look at the hotel, which is open now, which is good to see. And you can see how big that hotel complex is. These are obviously all accommodation blocks. Here's the main hotel. You've got the swimming pool here, and obviously the golf course is just over here. As you can see here, really, this is the golf course. So we're here. So we're getting round. So this is the front of the hotel. As you can see, plenty of parking. I'm not too sure, because I noticed the parking spaces are numbered, so I don't know if that corresponds with the apartments on this complex. But there's a few cars here. Like I said, don't forget it's January, guys. Anyway, should we go on in? It's a lovely place, I must say. This is pretty. Just as you walk in through the front doors, it's got a map of the actual complex of the hotel. So we're just coming in. Let's get this right. Oh, God. So we're here in front of the hotel. You've got the restaurant, you've got the swimming pool just over there, you've got the accommodation blocks there. We've got another clubhouse. Oh yeah, we've just been to the clubhouse, so that's good. So yeah, as you walk in through the automated doors there, you've got this big open area, and I believe that direction they've got like a stage area, because I think they hold concerts on there. But this comes out the back of the place. This is where the restaurant, we can get a cup of coffee. Like I said, it's January, and there's not a lot of people about, is there? I don't even think, looking at it, that you can get a cup of coffee out here. But anyway, I thought I'd just show you the outside of it. Obviously, as always, bit of building work to catch up with. But it's looking nice. It's a lovely place. So obviously, looking at it, they must have shut it, because I see the pool area's been shut off. Even though it looks lovely blue water, obviously they're doing some work on here, which is nice to see with all these sort of complexes. Good thing to see here, guys. Loads of maps about, so you can't get lost. But obviously we're here now, and here's all the accommodation blocks. Not a lot to see today, unfortunately. Like I said, when I come back in July, I would imagine this place is going to be heaving with people. But anyway, at the moment it's not. So I'm going to take you around the side. Got like a kids area. It's got its pool, fenced off, which is good, like a sort of like a dip pool really. And you've got a kiddies play area just over there. So here's the accommodation blocks. Unfortunately, I can't show you what's inside them. It's probably going to be 2-bed apartments with a small kitchen. What I did notice, which is quite handy, they've got electric bikes there, so I'd imagine you can hire out an electric bike, which is pretty good. I can see a no dog sign. So I've arrived at the main hub, which is the Spanish village. This is where it should be all happening. Some lovely houses there. I'm going to sit down in a moment. I'm going to give you some prices on property in this area, especially on the complex itself, especially this one. There's a lot of properties up here that you can get a good bargain. There's some bank repossessions. Some come furnished, some don't. But if you notice, they've all got this traditional Spanish look. At the far end there's the supermarket. We'll have a quick look at that later on. This is the main square. Now the other day I come here, the fountain was working, so it does work. I think it's on a timer myself. But you've got a couple of bars here, or restaurants I should say. But I think this time of day it's shut, or it's just because it's Monday, maybe. From the clock up there, it's 10 to 2, which, looking at my phone, does seem to be the same time, which is good. Now, like I said, this place was open because I went there the other day. They were hamburger. I don't know about this place was open as well, but like I said, I think it's because it's Monday, or they open up late in the afternoon. I don't know. But I'm sure I'm going to come back later on in the year. There's gonna be, I mean, when I come here, I think it was a Sunday, and there's quite a lot of people. Anyway, just down further, that's where the golf club was. So we've got another view looking up the green. Like I said, this is supposed to be the longest in the southeast of Spain. Now, what I have seen dotted about now is these big villas that have been put onto the edge of the green, which is good. There's another area over there. I did see a couple of years back that planning permission was given to carry on building houses, but I've not seen nothing since. But I've noticed that these big villas here have been built. But it's quiet, isn't it? I'm sure we're going to find some life in a minute. So while I'm walking down this street here, you'll find a lot of these apartments are from 1 bedroom to 3 bedroom, I believe. Not a bad price. I'm just walking down to the far end. Now, I don't know if you can see that white fence, and that's where the communal pool is for these guys, if you've got a place on there. Now, obviously, for the people at the top there, the penthouses will obviously have access to the roof. So, have a nice bit of sun on them. So, this is the supermarket, D Costa. Obviously open during the week. Looks like you can get bread in there. And obviously full of knickknacks, souvenir stuff. So I'm going to go back down this part now, see people down there. Now I know I've been there because I had breakfast back in April. Nice breakfast it was. Got a couple of shop agents there, property agency. Now I noticed this place there. But I came here on Sunday, it wasn't open, so maybe it didn't open on Mondays. Like I said before, Mondays it seems to be a bad day for coming out on. I did see right over there with the blue boards up, it was the solicitors. But I think because I've turned up this time of day, it's shut. I should have got something in the supermarket now, shouldn't I? So we're nearly at the end now. Now this is called the Oasis, but they've got a sign there, apartments, because one time the hotel owned these, but I believe now you can privately buy these for a good price, I must say. There's nobody on these gates, but then it's got security anyway. So, but this is the entrance to it. Very grand. So this is one of the pool areas. Now looking at it, it doesn't look like it's been looked after very well. Maybe that's going to be updated later on in the year, I don't know. Guys, you need to check out my other videos. I did quite a few videos on this complex itself by looking about. But I'm sure now they're just selling off in the apartments. So I'm not really sure about community fees, because looking at that, looks like they've done nothing there. I'm just going to go up a couple of levels. I've just come up to the highest level I can go. If I go any further, I'm actually going into these apartments. So I don't want to do that. But the gardens don't seem to be looked after. And anyway, in this section, I will look at another one. Maybe it's just because there's not many people living in this bit. I don't know. I mean, I'll give it one thing. The gardens are tidy, and obviously all the hedging's been looked after there. So it looks a little bit more tidier here. I can see a golf buggy just over there. And there's a pool, full-size pool down there with water in it, if you can see it nice and blue. Yeah, it looks pretty well kept here. I'm not going to walk down there. I'm just going to check one more place before we come out the Oasis. So here's another area. Didn't look very well kept to me, but the trees are okay. I can see a pool down. I'm going to walk down to that pool and see what the pool looks like. So it just seems to be in odd places. I mean, this is pretty well kept. You've got obviously a grassed area here, and you've got a pool there. Now, I know on some of these bits on this complex you've got tennis courts and other things, but look, looks all right, doesn't it? So what I forgot to mention is if you've got a property on the Oasis, it's only just a short walk to the Spanish village. There's the, I remember I showed you the supermarket, and obviously over there is the golf course. So I'm on the other side of the golf course at the moment. You can see the green's really nice and green there. Now just over the back is the Oasis, which we looked at. We looked at the Spanish village, and if you can see, it's got a funny sort of shaped roof. That's the hotel, and just right over there is the golf club. Big complex, big complex. Lots of these lakes on here. Just going to go down and have a quick look at this building. They seem to be doing a lot of these big villas now on the edge of the course. And I can notice that there's a crossing here that takes you over to the other side, which I'm just about to capture now. A couple of guys going over. I love these new buggies they got. Like little scooters. So this is that empty building, but it is up for sale. It's obviously going to be a luxury villa. And I can see there you've got like underground parking, view of the golf course. So right over there directly is the Spanish village, and over there the hotel and the golf club. So you ain't got far to go, especially if you're a golfing fan. Get your golf buggy straight over there. Now back in 2016, this is the exact spot where I sat to do my Hacienda del Alamo golf resort video, looking back over. So a few things have changed. We've got a couple buildings. I thought I'd give you some information on this bit. Now don't forget guys, this is what I've looked on the internet. So I can't say these are the correct prices now. They could be out of date, I don't know. But anyway, community fees. Now what that means is you're paying for your maintenance if you've got an apartment. These are going by the properties on the Spanish village, and it's saying now it's obviously drawn January 2024, but like I said, I don't know how correct these prices are. So anybody that's actually living there and you can sort of re-correct me, that would be fantastic. But anyway, they're saying around about 120 per month for a first floor apartment, and around 145 per month for a ground floor, and we're talking a 2-bed. And a ground floor 3-bed is 190 a month. Now, that does seem a little bit steep, so don't take me on that. And they're on about the annual IBA, or the property tax, depending on the size, because it goes on the size of the property, but on average it's between 350 to 450 annually for a 2-bed, and around 500 a year for a 3-bed. Now that would be interesting, because I've got a 2-bed, and ours goes on the plot. We got a double plot, and we pay about 500, so it's probably about right. Now I did look on Kia. I'll put it out there. It's a Spanish site, very good. It's a bit like Rightmove. It does give you a bit of information about the area as well. But anyway, on there, what I did a search for, properties under 100,000 range. So it started off for land, obviously, from about 55,000, and then a 1-bedroom apartment furnished was 62,500, and then there was a 2-bedroom apartment, bank repossession, 72,000, and a 3-bed, 3-bathroom apartment on the Spanish Village site, which I thought was pretty good, and a 89,000 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. So depending on, maybe, it didn't say anything about if it's furnished or not, and a penthouse for 92,000. So you can get property for under 100,000, which is good to see. I'm not sure. I mean, this is what I mean about, guys. Now you've seen the video, you've got to come out and have a look yourself. I've just given you an idea what it looks like, but you do need to have a proper look. You want to make sure it's for you. Also check out the area as well, it's for you. The best thing about this place, I think, is the airport's so close, especially for people that are just buying it as a holiday home basis. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, get the thumbs, and I'll catch you on another one soon. The next one I'll be doing on the golf resorts is going to be the Condado.